Okay, I'm back with another video of all roads lead to Rome. I got it. That time I got it. Can't deny it. There. So we're just gonna go maybe east to west here, see what we end up getting. Almost forgot we got some of these guys up here to... Please, nobody complain about me having the country Montenegro in this video. It's a real country in Europe, and I placed it where it should be, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, that got cleaned up rather nicely right there. So yeah, just continuing to expand into unclaimed territory, continuing to just keep moving on with the gameplay and filling up the map. we got an independent Sicily again for about the 10th time in this series. I don't know why Sicily just loves being independent in just this one series, not even like this game, legit this series. That's like a full rotation of most of the nations on this map. Let's try to clean this area up a bit, because you've got stupid stuff over here, like yeah, like this is, I gotta figure out how to. So we got a new nation, and I'm not quite sure where to put it. Maybe let's do something around the Carpathian Mountains here. That would be cool, right? Set all the tiles there, yep. And then you've got that huge mess over there cleaned up. Damn, Rome just can't stay together for at all this game. Even literal Sardmont, or Piedmont, Sardinia. I did not mean to do that. It's doing better than they are. So now I've got two options, which would be Liguria, which doesn't even have a coastline, it's a different origin. Or you've got, that's Tuscany, which makes a bit more sense, honestly, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Liguria because the border actually looks decent then. And Rome gets a large expand, moves into Tuscany. Okay, great. Let's see what Iberia's got this time. I mean, Andalusia's had the same ruler since its creation, basically. Like, it's been the new Carthage, more or less. What color should I? You know what, blue. Blue's fine. Keep going further south to the mountains. You know what? Let's have. I don't even remember what. That's Libya, right? Take back Sicily. Let's clean that up using expand there. Let's. So clean. Do we already have the Sophia? I'm fairly certain we do. Does it really matter though if we have two? Oh, yeah, we do. Never mind. You know what? Let's make the caramels. I have to figure out the best way to clean up over here because this isn't. These borders are not okay at all. Like even though this is kinda cheating or metagaming or whatever, some of these borders are just horrendous and need to be cleaned up for the sake of the game. I just gotta check real quick because it would be hilarious if the leader of this guy. Okay, leader of a nation that's literally just mountains is a flatlander. Good to know. So back in the other recording, the one that I just had to quit, we did have a really big Cyrenaica that just got like 3 or 4 unites in a row, which basically caused it to have all Greece, a lot of Egypt, like all of Libya, and like into Italy even. Now speaking of unions, there we go. Yeah, this cleans up those pixels over there, gives it back Corsica, which it's been fighting over for the entirety of this playthrough almost. So, that makes sense, yeah. It's another nation that ended up on the last playthrough was just Hittite. Like, well, that's not a union that's happening. I don't see whatever nation caused that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do the Union with Southern Greece. I guess The Ottomans are definitely lagging behind the Byzantines right now. And I'm willing to bet this puts me in a difficult spot. That's fine though, right? That looks fine. This is another one of the areas in this game that I'm not too happy with the borders of. So let's see if, with luck, I can get rid of a few of these random nations that are lying around. But unions, I'm going to do what actually makes sense for the unions. I can't spell for sure. I cannot spell at all. This cleans up a bunch of the random pixels there. This fully does it. That region. This is looking good. This is looking good. So Andalusia is actually having some bad luck now, which hasn't happened since it was created as well. So I think it'd be funny just to remove their coastline. Was just having even more bad luck down here. Not even sure Andalusia really controls any of actual Andalusia right now. No, I don't think it does. Yeah, and even the large expand doesn't really do much to help its situation. Yeah, I don't think this situation is really helping all of that much. Let's give Bulgaria a few goes. If it has any splitting issues, then it has to clean up some stuff down here. It has to clean up some stuff down here in the process of it does anything, I'm cool with that, I guess. Now, I don't think we've actually looked down here. Oh, okay. I guess we get a union there. But it would be super weird if... Wait, what? Yeah, this is one I don't necessarily like at all. No origin map mode, anything's. Do it to Macedonia, it's gonna look disgusting. Do it to Eborus, it's gonna look disgusting. I mean, I'd say my best option is literally to just do it to Sicily, but even so, I really dislike that. How is Sardinia not gotten a single split yet? That's actually crazy. So if I go to origin map mode, all of those nations down there are of some sort of an Iberian origin, I guess. And up there, it's just more of a Roman origin. So I'm not exactly sure what I'll do here. I mean, this could just end up being France, honestly. Yeah, this is probably just gonna end up being France. Tuscany's back. Let's not mess up with 10 million pixels this time. Did I just... No, I didn't just accidentally give him wrong. I guess Tuscany's taking up what Rome was just doing and attacking Venice there. It's the end of Transylvania. The nation, not the place. Don't think any type of medieval nation has anything to take out a whole region like that. So yeah, that's something that... Okay, let's go over to Patay over here. Let's move them a bit farther inland as well. Let's go down to Egypt. We haven't touched them a good while, honestly. Let's move them down the Nile. Sure, let's move them a bit down the coast too. Fairly certain a small split takes out 1/4 of a country, and a large split takes out half, but I'm not. There we go again. It's 2 small splits in a row, so that makes this even more difficult, this game. France just keeps going forward. Even further split. This is one of the things that happens in this game if you're not super lucky. You got like a million small countries. All of them have terrible borders, and you gotta come up with good names for all of them. Like, see, that's another split there. That's another split. I'm 100% reusing names at this point for non-lethal countries, but for countries already on the map, even in a few cases, I believe. See, like a medium expand doesn't actually net you as much as you would think in land size. Oh, there we go. That actually worked out perfectly. So what's the origin for this Roman? Huh? Am I seriously? Oh no, the origin is at press switch. See, even further splits. I don't know why this is just the Balkan area that this is really happening in, where there's a million splits and small splits of nations, but it's honestly kind of annoying. Not really very, because they can get cleaned up on their own sometimes, but now we got the actual Piedmont Sardinia just chilling here. See, small expand doesn't really net anything there. I'm just trying to choose nations that would end up cleaning up smaller nations, but at the same time I feel like I'm making more smaller nations myself. Yeah, it's another split for Rome. Empires are either just get held up or they just get pulled apart super easily in this game. I mean, Hungary's actually been super lucky this whole game in regards to actually having an empire. Move forward over here. Oh. So if I actually got a union again, that would just be annoying. For half these names, I really don't know what I'm doing anymore. Just because there's so many of these nations over here. Like, I'm just naming off cities that are close enough, like Adirn, which I think is somewhere over there. Just gonna be doing Bulgaria a few times, just so that these can be cleaned up. Plus, I believe they have the expansionist leader. I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't know. I really don't know what's happening here. Maybe I should be picking someone else like Macedonia if I want to clean these guys up. Yeah, that much better. Much better. Large expand. Oh no, you got the isolationist leader. You've got the isolationist leader. I mean, that small expand didn't even clean up that one tiny nation. Yeah, I think I might as well just keep testing my luck with Bulgaria or whatever that. What did I even make this purple nation? The recording button is right over where the name is, so I'm not even sure myself what I called it. So yeah, that's 4 or 5. I'm not even gonna call that good, because just trying to destroy some of the small nations, I ended up with more. So I don't think I've used caravans like this entire game almost. I think I might have given them actions once or twice. See, that this is one of oh wow, that's all the Carthage origin. Didn't realize that. I was about to say that's one of the things that I didn't like, because you ended up with trying to remember. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that this was I can't read it on my screen. I can see like the first letter. I think that this might have actually been Calabria, which is like over here. It's insane how it actually got over there and what's happened to it there. I'm gonna test my luck a little bit more here. See if I can get some stuff cleaned up at least. Peaceful. Okay, that is a conqueror. That's... Of course, it just goes right to an isolationist leader. Isolationist. Expansionist. Okay, that's fine. That is 2 more tiny nations down. That's great. Means I should probably stop focusing over there and actually get back to the game everywhere else, because kind of forgot about the rest of the map while doing that. Toledo's like right here. We're almost at Toledo, right? Just gonna take the northern part of this and call it Toledo. I think we're close to it if we're not. But there being an Andalusia there means that... Oh, yeah, this was originally Andalusia, this whole area. Don't mind if I unite all of that back. Didn't expect. Figured. Of course, I bring a nation back, then right after it gets split up again. Okay. It's a couple pixels that still remaining of that. So let's take... So let's just ignore all the small nations and take a turn back over at the Italian Peninsula, see what we get. Okay. Well, Rome gets Tuscany back for about the 10th time in this series. And then proceeds to lose Tuscany for the 11th. It's almost funny if... I don't even know where that train of thought's going. We've had Rome basically struggle throughout this entire series so far, besides the beginning. We have got a new nation. I know it's probably not the color that you skull typically is, but let's just do it for the sake of being able to see some of these nations. It's kind of funny how the leaders are actually selected, because you just have random names for random areas. Like it's not geolocated or anything. So you've got, okay, well, Alexander of Rome sounds about right. And Bjorix of Hungary. I remember we had some funny ones earlier. Why do all of these look somewhat legit for the region there? You've got like a Latin name for the Ottomans, and okay, an Egyptian one for Macedonia. So some nation names are kind of odd in this game. Not the nation names, the leader names. But that's something that I'm sure will be rectified in another update at some point. Like a large expand doesn't even return territory that was there a turn ago from a small split. I think a large expand might be 1/8 if it's a conqueror, and I don't know, honestly. I seriously can't figure out this game that well. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of possible updates that can be added to this game in the future. There's a lot of room for improvement. It is a relatively new game. So we'll see how development goes. So I am kind of bringing my rule about there having to be a direct land connection somewhere along the line, but okay, that's basically a direct land connection anyways. So we're adding in Rostov, a Russian city that's like right there, because let's actually do stuff with the Black Sea while we're over here. We're getting France and Iberia pretty filled up. The Sahara, that may take a while, but who knows how long it'll take to get that done. So that wasn't even on purpose, and never tiny nation down. Great. Okay, so watch this. If I get a large expand here, yeah, no, that's not enough, but it was close. So what have we not actually? Let's choose some of the more aggressive ones, because they get more of an expansion, they get more paint to use. Even so, no, I don't think that's right. It might be a certain amount of pixels for nations. I don't know. Ankara's about here. Yeah, Bulgaria is still one of the few expansionist nations left, I wonder. Wonder why the leaders are all changing. Because it's been almost just the expansionist nations that have had that issue. So it is actually possible that we'd have a large Cyrenaica in this, just because it can unite with either Egypt or Libya right now. Yeah. These nations are going through a lot of leaders really fast. Okay, now let's do, let's take turns for 3 rounds. Byzantines, 1, and Ottomans, next. And we'll see what ends up happening. Yes, I know the Trebizond is farther east. This is actually much larger than I anticipated. Of course, the Russian city is the expansionist one. Of course, this is the only direction they can go in. can use whatever paint I got here to fill in the Black Sea coast, at least the northern bits of it. Okay, so we got actual kind of real life looking caramel. Didn't expect that out of this playthrough, especially since we've used caramel about like 4 times total, but we got one. I'm definitely running out of ideas, as you can see here. In fact, I'm gonna take a few turns figuring out what's gonna go on here. I'm gonna even bother with, does the large expander actually do it? Okay, it resolved itself. It resolved itself over there. That worked. Now, this is something that I've definitely been meaning to clean up, but I also kind of forgot about. I'm gonna say that the Vulcans are definitely starting to look better. Yeah, I'll do this Macedonian-Bulgarian Union thing, why not? Even though it's basically the same color as Croatia. And that's good, it's looking good. Still gotta... No, is that even Croatia? No, I think is that Istria, Dalmatia, what? I can't see this at all, so... So the world's definitely unifying itself, cleaning itself up at this point. Can one do that in 1 medium? No, it can't. I think it's kind of hilarious because Rum's been fighting over the course of it, like, the entire playthrough. I've done maybe like 2 hours of this, and still hasn't stopped. Rome's taken and lost Corsica like 10 times. Oh, and we got an expansionist leader in France. Well, everyone knows what happened last time. Last time they had one of those, so game over, they're the winners. Just kidding. Okay. That, I believe, is Greece, actually. They're not Sicily. But if Tunis is basically out of Libya and it's all kind of messed up like that. Here we go. For the 100th time this game, we've gotten independent Sicily. What else is new? Oh, and we even have to bring Sicily across the Adriatic because so if Rome gets united, they're taking that one. Now this is gonna make both of them mad, really mad, honestly. I'd like to leave Sardinia intact because it's kind of funny as is. So I'll just get the Balearic Islands instead. So Rome is struggling really bad here. Just gonna be doing a bunch of cards for them, seeing if they can get a unite out of this. Okay, they've got a conqueror leader now, so that's gonna help them a bit here. They are down to almost just the city of Rome at this point. Even this large expand's not really gonna help them. And Rome's still fighting for its life over here, fighting for dominance over the Italian peninsula. But this is getting kind of funny, honestly, just watching them struggle. So we'll keep going on. So we're just gonna keep going as Rome for a while. Let's see how they do. And they're gaining and losing at the same time, so you know what? Let's. Oh, that was an accident. I guess we gotta fix that now. How much time have I spent on like legit just Rome? 10 minutes now? They're still in a terrible situation here. What nation was that even that I put there? Oh, but like, why did I make that nation? I don't know. I'm not getting no unions at all. That was the. Well, I guess I didn't like that statement there. Now Rome's only at like 1500 area here. 1800, 2500. I think they might have actually lost the city of Rome now. You know what? Let's see if Piedmont can unite Italy just for the real Italy jokes or whatever. This looks like war slides from some alternate history or something game. That's Rome is looking like it's on the brink of collapse right now, meanwhile. Rome was at like 3,000, 4,000 land just a little while ago. Now it's down to, after this, it's down to 1,700, which is crazy, honestly. It's using the same shade of blue for same side in this conflict. So I'm not actually sure how many nations are in the blue. It could be a little, could be a lot, I think there might be 2 down there. But Rome's definitely having a comeback here, 2,500. They're close to taking out the last nation that they seem to be at war with. And this has been 15 minutes, this entire war with Rome. So far, even. Rome hasn't gotten any unites recently or anything that would drastically change its situation. But if it keeps going like this, maybe if it goes a bit further, then I'm gonna call the video there. It's been over an hour. Don't think Rome's gonna be taking down the entire Italian peninsula here. And I would have to call the video before then anyways, but it has come back from a terrible scenario. It is almost at the extent, there we go, Union. It's almost at the extent that it was at before. soon as it does that. And I'm going to call the video here. It's been over an hour. Thanks for watching if you actually made it this far, which I don't really expect people to, but fun little video, so why not? And subscribe.